Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to Morning Brew with your girl Germaine's coffee break. So I'm just gonna wait a few minutes, let people kind of chime in. I guess it's a good thing to be consistent. Coming on at 10:30 in the morning, people have a set time so they can schedule when to take their coffee breaks. So if you're chiming in, just let me know that you're in the community so you can just post or leave me a comment. Let me know what you're drinking. I'm drinking coffee, but you know what? I have to be honest. I probably need a shot of espresso this morning because I need a jolt. Whew, work, work, work. It's been a great start of August, and thank God. Thank God for the support of the community. Thank God for people sharing their stories, in a time where people are trying to silence us. So share your stories. So it's been busy as a publisher. I am grateful. I am so thankful. We have some more dates coming up, release dates coming up, a new cookbook coming to market. Southern Food for the Soul by Miss D. And if you don't know, you can chime in on Facebook. Miss D does a live cooking with D on Facebook. So, yes, that book is getting ready, final stages, bringing it to the market, and thanking everybody that pre ordered that book in advance. I call her my little rock star. So, good morning, Miss Diva Daz. What you say? I need coffee this morning, and I only drink tea. Well, guess what? I'm gonna drink some coffee for you because, I was saying I needed a shot of espresso this morning, but don't worry about it. I got a sip for you. Hold on. Mm. Sometimes you might just need to, I don't know, switch it up for a day or so. But don't worry, I got you. So, today's brew is going to be about create before you're confident. I just want that to let that steep a few moments, while you guys are getting your beverages ready for this break. Morning started off wacky. Girl, let me tell you, I am functioning on 2 hours. For some reason, I think I was up 24 hours yesterday. Woke up at 3. Actually, it was more than 24. Just went to bed at 5. Got back up at 7. And I'm like, okay, that's why I need a shot of espresso this morning. But it's all good. It's all good because my mind is clear. I'm excited about what's coming to market. And so here we are. But let's talk about this. In this morning brew today, let's talk about create before you're confident. So, you know how we do. We take a pause so we can pour in a purpose, right? So, let me ask, are you this person when too many of us are holding our dreams hostage? Are you that person? Are you holding your dream hostage? Mm, okay. Are you waiting for the right moment, the perfect plan? Let me tell you, I always say it starts with me. I am guilty of all three of those statements so far. But when I'm working with some of my clients and those that I'm talking to close to relationships, I find out a lot of people are trying to get the best laid plan. It has to be perfect before I can move forward and release it. And I'm just going to say this, okay? You might be stuck for a minute because you will never get it that perfect. So, this message, if that's you, this message today, this coffee break is definitely for you. So, I'm glad you showed up. So, if you're chiming in, just hit me up, let me know that you're here, share what you're drinking today. And so, but let's get back to it because, hey, Marquita Curtis Hayes. I'm that. What'd you say? I'm that person. Girl, listen, it's not just you, but it's so good to have you on. Marquita is one of my best selling authors, Ageless Glamour Girls. I said she has such an amazing brand. And the reason is so amazing. One of the reasons, because there's so many, one of the reasons is because, if you live long enough, guess what? You're going to hit 50. And when you hit 50, guess what? You become what? Ageless glamour girl. So you definitely need to connect with Marquita Curtis Haynes. All right. So, but ageless glamour girls, Marquita, put that in the chat. And so, but today we're talking about create before you're confident. All right, so let's get back to this, right? Because I know most of you, you're holding yourself up. You're waiting on the perfect laid plan to move, but let me say this to you. Here's the truth. Confidence is not that prerequisite. It's the result. So, in this brew, it's going to be a warm reminder that sometimes you have to move in faith and not certainty. Okay? So I hope that helps someone before we even really get into the message today, the brew, right? So now let's pour into purpose. Let's get ready to pour into some purpose, okay? Confidence comes after the first step, not before. Did you guys get that? So if you're waiting around to be so perfect and have your confidence at 100, let me dispel that. Let's dismantle that. Let's try something new, okay? Because clearly that's not working for you. So, let me say this to you again. Confidence comes after you take the first step, not before. So take the first step. Yeah, I just gave you permission. Take the first step so you can start building your confidence, right? So, you don't become confident by sitting still. That does not work. You have to do something. You have to put action to do something. You become confident by doing the thing scared. Yep, I know you're scared. Shoot, I was scared showing up live the first day, the second day, the first week. you know, Sometimes it's like, okay, we about to face the world. So you know what? Here we go. Yeah, being scared is okay. It could be rather healthy because it lets you know you ain't got it all together because you don't know what may come for you or come at you. So, with that, it's just take the first step. I know you're scared. I know you're scared. I was scared too because it's something new and you don't want to fail at it and you don't know what people are going to say about it. And everybody has an opinion. So, you know what? Cancel the noise out. Whew, cancel the noise. You don't want to hear it. Block it out. Stay focused. What is the main thing? You are here for a purpose. You are purpose to do something, but you have to make the first step. No one can do that for you. Okay. So, and like I said, it's okay if you're scared. That's okay. Be scared, but take the first step, right? And so sometimes you got to fail forward. Yep, I did say that. And it may cause you to fall, but sometimes you have to fail forward. Failure is a good thing because then you can, I'm saying it's a good thing because it lets you know that, you know what, let me reevaluate this. What else do I need to put in place in order to be able to make it effective? Good morning, Leslie. And so, listen, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. So, Marquita, I know you're like, fail forward. That's the thing. People are afraid of failure. So they won't even allow themselves to fall down so they can get up. It's only going to strengthen you. And then the great thing about it, when you fail, it forces you to find another way. It forces you to evaluate and look at, okay, what did work and what did not work. Okay, let me try something new this time, but never give up, especially when you know you are purposed to do that thing. You are destined for that very thing. So never give up, even though you may not like failing. But you know what? Fall sometimes. Fall sometimes so you can brush yourself off. Let me try this again because I'm going to go harder the next time, right? All right. So Okay, here you go. Sometimes showing yourself that you're more capable than you thought. So, yes, sometimes you may have to fail forward, but you're showing yourself you're more capable than you thought. You need to know what you're made up of. You need to know what is resonating, what is brewing on the inside of you that's trying to come forward. You'll never know if you're just sitting still, being comfortable, waiting for someone to come and get you, waiting for someone to do it for you. It doesn't work like that. You are never going to build your confidence like that. Mm-mm. So it's like blind, it's faith. It's blindly step out, one step in front of the other. Think about your life, right? When you think about your entire life, look at where you are today. You definitely didn't start at this place today. You had to go through a journey, depending on how old you are. You went through X amount of years of that journey to get to where you are today. And I promise you, you did not know a lot of what you were going to go through. You just had to go through it. And here you are. You made it through, right? So, once again, I just want to encourage you, take the first step. That's it. Just like a baby for the first time, become like that innocent little child, that's getting the courage to say, I'm going to do this. Now, they're probably not physically saying it, but in their mind, in their being, kids are fearless. We can learn a lot from them, right? But a child that is crawling, that's pulling up, that's getting ready to take the first step, I'm quite sure they're scared. They're scared of falling, you know? It's something it just happens. It's just in us that it's like security, safety, like put your hands out because I don't want to hurt myself. But become like a little child taking your first step to see, oh my goodness, I just did it. And now look at that child. That child's now trying to run. It's like, slow down. Okay, now that child's in everything, right? But become like that. Don't let fear grip you. Don't let it lock you down. Don't let it imprison you. So take the first step, right? So let's talk about this. So think about it. In the beginning, it might be a little messy, starting out. Um, and guess what? There's no better way than to start. You will never have all the answers because you have to find some things along the journey. You're going to unfold some new things along the journey. So trust me, you will never have all the answers. Okay, starting from day one, you have to discover some things. That's what life is. A life is a journey of discovery. So I always say, you know what, pass the keys, give them to God, let them drive, you sit in the passenger seat, oohing and on, like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh my goodness, did I really just accomplish that? You did. So, all right, anyway, let's keep moving on. There's no perfect beginning, bottom line, no perfect beginning. But you know what? It gives you a story. Think about that. When you fall forward, guess what? It'll give you a story to talk about. Remember when I tried that and you know what? It just bombed. It was not good. Perfect example. I started all this whole live. I started with the G spot experience. Now, in my mind, I knew what the G spot meant, right? But in my mind, I'm being, oh, catchy. People, they know what it means. It's a play on words. But you know what I realized? If I didn't go through it, I wouldn't have come to the conclusion that, you know what? Let me change the name because it's too much explaining. And the minute I changed the name, what I realized was people started showing up even more because I guess they didn't want to deal with that terminology because they didn't know what to expect. And most times people expect is sex, right? So here we are, morning brew. Yes, morning brew. So I don't know. It may not start out good sometimes, but I found out a lot of things along the way. And you know what? It was okay for me to say, guess what, world? There is a new name change. So still the same me, but we're changing the name, Morning Brew, so it can encompass, embody everybody that wants to be a part of waking up with Morning Brew and having your coffee break with me. Okay. So once again, you got to make the first step. All right. So you become Yeah. So let's look at this. Messy starts are better than what? No starts. I would rather be messy. And when I say messy, messy doesn't necessarily have to be bad. It could very well be, you know what? I don't have a perfect laid plan right now. I don't. Shoot, I've been talking about coming from behind the scenes into the forefront. I've been talking about that for years, and I know people are at a point like, "Girl, please stop talking about it because it has not happened yet. And if it did happen, you haven't been consistent with it. So, okay, we don't want to hear it. We'll just wait and see if it happens." Yeah, exactly. I was saying that to myself too. But I had to make some commitments to myself, and it starts with you. It's not about me proving anything to anybody because you know what? If nobody ever showed up, guess what? I would still do this for me. I would do this for me if nobody showed up, but it's good that y'all are showing up. So we have Mr. TJ for Life joining on Instagram. Hi and welcome. Welcome. Today we're talking about excuse me. So today we're talking about create before you're confident. And it's okay to take the first step, even if you don't have it all together. So once again, messy starts are better than no starts. So just start, guys. There's no perfect beginning. Clarity comes through movement. Did you hear me? Clarity comes through movement, not meditation alone. The blog posts, the business plan, podcasts, painting, books. Start where you are. Just start. Just start. Get it out, get it messy, and get it growing. Okay? Did you hear those three things? Get it out, get it messy, dirty it up a little. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm going to tell you a little secret about that too. But just get it growing. You know what? You think in your mind people want to receive it perfect. They want the perfect package with the right bow on top. You know, no. People want you to be authentic. They want you to be yourself. They want you to show up authentically you. And at the end of the day, that's all you know to be. It's just you. Stop putting on a performance so people can like you, so people can engage with you, right? Stop doing that to yourself. At the end of the day, just be you. Just be you and be authentic in that, right? And just watch how many people might show up saying, "Wow, I like this person. Wow, I like what they're giving. I like their conversation." You know what? That's it. Did that just take some pressure off of you? Yeah, I hope so. I hope that just released some pressure from you, right? So, and again, perfectionism is just fear in high heels. Let that one brew for a moment, right? Yeah, perfectionism is just fear in high heels. But let's get into creating is an act of courage, not perfection. To create is to expose your heart. And a lot of times I know we don't want to expose our hearts. We don't want to be vulnerable before the people because you know what? It's just not a safe space. It's just not a safe space to put yourself out there because sometimes people just aren't nice. They're not. Why they still trying to figure out who they are. But they'll sure enough, some people could really make you feel bad about who you are. But you know what? Who are they? They're not the authority over your life. You're the leading person in your life, not them. So people can say whatever they want to say. At the end of the day, I'm focused on my journey to become who I'm purposed to be. And I encourage you to do the same thing. That really will help you cancel some noise out. Okay. And so to say, here I am, I'm imperfect, but I'm showing up. So, like I said, if you guys have been tuning in, you realize that my biggest commitment with doing these lives was I am going to show up. I'm going to show up. And I got to promise you, it is not easy. Monday through Fridays, different topics, showing up. But I have to tell you, I am having so much fun. I'm having so much fun. I am learning so much more, even about me, right? And so it's really just showing up for you. And that's how I had to look at it. Yes, I'm showing up for all you that are chiming in, but first and foremost, I am showing up for me. I am being disciplined for me, committed for me. And it's not easy, but you know what? I wake up in the morning looking forward to the morning brew, looking forward to the topic and who can we connect with today? You know, who's chiming in, who's joining for coffee, tea, whatever you're drinking. But I really do look forward to it. And so, hey, the more you do something and you look up and I'm like, wow, I'm already this many videos? Over 70 videos? Wow. One step at a time. One step at a time. Now I have to use that same concept for me on my weight loss journey because I tell you, I struggle. Yep, I do. I am struggling, but you know what? We're going to get it together. So, but at the end of the day, let's look at this. All right. So, we're talking about creating is an act of courage, not perfection. So, one, it's okay if you need to expose your heart, but also protect your heart because everybody doesn't need to be exposed to it. Keep that in mind. So, you need to, use some discernment when you are engaging with people, not just giving yourself to anybody and everybody. Also, just being confident and just saying, yes, I am here. I'm imperfect, but I'm showing up. That is a kind of vulnerability that, people may gravitate to because they see themselves in you. And guess what? It can also help change lives. And it builds the kind of confidence that no external validation ever could. Stop looking for validation from people. Hi, Jesse. Good to have you here, sis. So, but stop looking for validation from people. That stuff will really mess with your head. It'll really mess you up because why is it so important that someone validates you? Keep this in mind. Somebody can package themselves to look like the perfect package. They got it all together. They doing their thing and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, quietly kept, they're still trying to figure out their life. Don't let people put that much pressure on you. Stop looking to people to validate you. Sometimes you just got to validate yourself. Yeah. Validate you. And then all you have to do is deal with you, right? But just show up. Show up for you. Make it about you, not everybody else. Do not be a people pleaser. Go back to one of the other coffee breaks when we talked about that. Don't be a people pleaser. It's too much energy, too much time, too much work. You don't have time for that. You got your own business to handle. You got your own work to do. Okay? There's things that people are waiting on from you. So, let's get to it. Take the first step. All right. So, guys. So today, uh start before you're ready. I'm going to say that again. Start before you're ready because ready may never come. Yeah. So I see some of you out there. You're still waiting. I know. I know. You're still waiting. Like I said, it took me years before getting in front of this camera, coming from behind the scenes. So I understand that waiting process. I understand wanting to have it so perfect. I understand. But you know what? In the process, all I realized was time was going by. Yep. Time was going by and I was still stuck waiting to get ready. So one day, you know what? I said, hey, what do I have to lose? Let me just do it. So here we are. And like I said, over 70 morning brews later, 70 coffee breaks later, plus and still counting. Whew, I am so glad I started because, man, if I had to deal with another whole year, 2 years, 5 years, it wouldn't happen, bottom line. So here we are, right? All right, guys. So we're gonna bring this to a close because I done held you too long. So Marquita, I hear you, baby. The waiting game is now over. So yes, Marquita, we already talked. So I gave you some things. I gave you some things to implement. It's just waiting on you. The world is waiting on you. The world is waiting on Ageless Glamour Girls. They want to be a part of it. So open the doors, let them join. Come on, Marquita. They're waiting. And I know you're ready. You've been ready. So, all right, guys. So let's talk about just 2 points that two questions I just want to leave with you. What have you been waiting to feel ready for? That's a question for you. Think about it. Let it steep, you know, sip on it a little. What are you waiting to feel ready for? And then this is another one. What's one small step you can take today? Scared, messy, unsure, just to get the wheels turning. So I know you're scared. I'm going to say that to you one more time. I know you are scared. I know it might be a little messy because your plan isn't so tight. I know, I know. And you still may be unsure, but you know what? What do you have to lose? Unless it's a life or death situation, what do you have to lose? Take the first step. Just start the first step. That's your assignment today. Take the first step. So, guys, in our final sip in this coffee brew, right? In our final sip today, you don't need to feel confident to begin. You don't need to feel confident to begin. Trust me, you're going to pick up confidence along your journey. So just be prepared because once you get started, it might be hard to slow you down. Uh-huh. And that's a good thing, right? And then also, you just need to begin. Bottom line. And the confidence will meet you on the road. So y'all know how we do. We sip slow. Oh my gosh, that is so good. That is so good. And we start now and we create anyway. I hope this message resonated with somebody today. I know somebody out there needed this. Thank you for joining in the community, the Hope of Vision Connect community, to get your morning coffee break and your morning brew. So, you know what we decided to do? Just to give you guys a quick update, what we decided to do, we will also run these live at 6:05 Monday through Friday. Look at us. And you know what? Who would have thought? Taking the first step twice a day? Yeah, twice a day. Wow. All you got to do is take the first step. You never know what's going to come from it. And you know what? Guess what? My confidence is through the roof. Yeah, I feel good about me because remember, I did this for me, for me, for me. So sometimes you got to be selfish, but I'm sharing it with all of you. Okay. So thank you for chiming in. Thank you for joining in. And once again, if you're new and you have not joined the Hope of Vision Connect YouTube community, make sure in the description you click the link, you go and you join the community. Thank you, Leslie. Congratulations. Thank you. And so, but make sure you join the community. We reach the whole entire world, which is a blessing in itself. That's the beauty in technology. That's the beauty in whereas we don't have to just stay in our own little space. We can share our message with the world, just like your story. So if you're writing your book, definitely the world. Let's touch the world. And if you need a publishing partner, hey, you're in the right place. Just go visit us. It's all in the description. Go visit us at hovpub.com. All right. Thank you guys so much. Guess what? We're back tomorrow for another morning brew. And come with whatever you're drinking. I so enjoy having you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Have a wonderful day. And please be safe as you're taking your first step to your new discovery on life. Yes, and all those that are waiting for you. I will see you soon. Have a great day. Bye now.